3CX Sports presents coverage of Lake Conference Swimming. Tonight, a great meet between two of the best teams in Class AA in the state, the Minnetonka Skippers and the Wayzata Trojans. From Lifetime Fitness in Plymouth, John Jacobson along with Chrissy Melson. And Chrissy, the first meet we did back on September 4th, it was the first meet of the year for the teams. Now they have a little bit of better idea how things work as far as high school meets this year under COVID-19. And more importantly, they've had three competitions now, each team 3-0, and this is going to be a really good test.
This will be a great test. Yeah, both teams very competitive. A lot of year-round swimmers on both teams. So
Minnetonka last year finished second in the state in Class AA, and Wayzata was fourth. And a lot of good swimmers on both sides. We're going to see some good times tonight, both in the JV and the varsity races. You look at Craig Charlson, first year as a head coach for Minnetonka High School. He has a swimming coaching background, but first year as head coach of the varsity here at Minnetonka. And Elizabeth Hansen back again this year as head coach of the Wayzata Trojans.
And she's better known as Miles in the coaching community. Her maiden name.
People still call her Miles, she told me, after all these years. We get ready, the JV heat of the 200-yard medley relay. Nobody in lane 1 for Minnetonka. In lane 2, Sid Louie, Addie Stroh, Alexa Host, and Tori Hostetter. Lane 3, Ellie Capeller, Phoebe Evans, Lene Schwantes, and Allie Koch. Lane 4, Lauren Fedor, Georgia Jorgensen, Caitlin Line, Erica Daniels. Wayzata lane 5, Greta Hauge, Hallie Wormer-Skirchen, Caitlin Doyle, and Sky Huff. Lane 6, Ellie Aboud, Audrey Friesen, Parker Strom, and Caitlin Johnson. Lane 7, Jillian Craig, Addie Weimert, Lauren Wolf, and Anna Harris. And in lane 8, June 9, Sarah Streeter, Avani Deglukar, and Ashani Deglukar. Into the second swimmers for each team. Minnetonka in lane 4. It's Georgia Jorgensen in the lead right now for the Skippers. Really opening up a lead of close to half a length already, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Caitlin Lai setting the pace right now for Minnetonka over her left shoulder, her teammate. Lene Schwantes, lane 2, down in lane 5. Caitlin Doyle for Wayzata in third right now. Erica Daniels swimming the anchor leg for Minnetonka in lane 4. And the freshman is going to come home first. Allie Koch up in lane 3 is second. Sky Huff and the Wayzata relay team in lane 5 finishing third. And a close finish for 4th, 5th, 6th, and Wayzata down in lane 8 will finish 7th. But a good race for Minnetonka in this JV heat. 1:58.03, the winning time for Fedor, Jorgensen, Lai, and Daniels.
So these two teams tend to be pretty competitive in the medley relay.
Varsity up next for Minnetonka. Up in lane 1, Ellie Munch, Callie Getz, Hannah Mussman, and Grace Link. Lane 2, Maggie Rhodes, Paige Olson, Eleanor Petrin, and Emily Harstead. Lane 3 for Minnetonka, Paige Dillon, Nora Tice, Nadia Helm, and Tori Siegfried. Minnetonka lane 4, Reagan Miller, Aja Kangas, Audrey Santota, and Rachel Shellstead. Wayzata lane 5, Ellen Lawrence swimming first, then Jenna Marquette, Claire Reinke, and Kimberly Land. Lane 6, Linnea Calipo, Nora Raby, Grace Pucell, and Ayla Smith. Lane 7, Ann Oden, Lydia Gangler, Brooke Lubenow, and Bridget Stone in lane 8. Anna Isberg, Krishna Chinnabajala, Hannah Kleiman, and Amelia Krigelski, and they are into swimmer 2 right now.
So they were close going into that backstroke leg. Marquette has pulled ahead here for Wayzata.
Kangas for Minnetonka in the second leg for the Skippers right now in second place. On the third swimmer, Wayzata leading up in lane 5 there. That's Renke. Great All-American swimmer for the Trojans, starting to open up a little more of a lead for Wayzata. And Tonto is second for Minnetonka in lane 4. It's Kimberly Land in lane 5, setting the pace for Wayzata. Close race for second right now. Minnetonka up in lane 5. Urban lane 4 rather, with Rachel Shellstead is second, but it's Wayzata winning. Land touching home first for the Trojans. You look at the other finishers. And Wayzata will get 7th and 8th down in lanes 7 and 8, but it's Wayzata with the win, 148.99, nearly 4 seconds ahead, Chrissy, of Minnetonka's top relay.
Yeah, and then just out-touching their third place relay. Third and fourth place there.
So it's Lawrence, Marquette, Renke, and Land in 148.99. Miller, Kangas, Sotanto, and Shellstead in second. And the Wayzata team of Kalibo, Raby, Pucel, and Smith finished third. They're in lane 6, 153.84. Next up, 200-yard freestyle for the junior varsity. Lane 1, Tegan Schwantes of Minnetonka. Annika Ulbrich in lane 2, Erica Weeks in lane 3, Vivian Van Holland in lane 4. For Wayzata, Lily Krigelski in lane 5, Emily Oswald in lane 6, Elena Day in lane 7, lane 8, empty for this race. Clean start. Close first 25 yards here. Weeks with a slight lead. And now she's been pulled, looks like Weeks ahead of Van Hollen and Krigelski in third.
So the 200 free is a tough event. It's a long sprint. Weeks in lane 3 has 8 years of swimming experience. So she comes in with, as a 10th grader, as a sophomore.
And everybody's off season was a little bit different this year.
Right.
Not as much time in the pool, certainly, as these girls are used to. There's Weeks with the lead on their teammate Van Hollen as they make the turn. Gelski of Wayzata currently third. Up in lane 1, Schwantes of Minnetonka is fourth. And it continues to be Erica Weeks, the sophomore, with the lead with 1 lap to go. Van Hollen second. Galski just ahead of Schwantes for third. Weeks coming home. Then Holland closing a little bit, but it's going to be Erica Weeks who led pretty much start to finish.
Yeah.
It's going to touch home first.
Nice race, good finish.
And Holland second, close race for third. And it looks like Krygalski just beat out Schwantes for third place by 17/100ths of a second. But a win in the JV 200-yard freestyle for Erica Weeks, 2:03.63, her winning time. And Holland at 2:06.14 was second. We'll look at it again. And that close race for third and fourth, and there's the top two Minnetonka girls, first and second. Now the varsity race for the 200-yard freestyle. For Minnetonka, Ellery Kitt in lane 1, Ray Vaughn in lane 2, Quincy Wheeler in lane 3, Addie Diaz in lane 4. For Wayzata, Erica Schraber in lane 5, Lucy Troyak in lane 6, Geneva Fackler in lane 7, and Peyton Brayfield in lane 8. They make the turn. Diaz with the lead through 50. It's close though. All 8 are pretty close. Not a lot of separation yet. He has his top time in this race, 1:58.28. Now she's opened up. Couple of yard lead. Very close for second base between a number of swimmers.
This is a close race. Diaz out in the lead. She comments here that she's not a big cantaloupe fan, but she'll eat it if it's given to her.
Good to know.
It's working for her.
Kit, Vaughn, Wheeler, Troyak, Fackler, Schraber, all still right in it. Brayfield not far behind. But it's Diaz starting to open up more of a lead now. She'll make the turn in the lead by about 9 yards. Addie Diaz, the junior, pulling away. He is going to beat that season low and get a new mark for her. Very close for second. 1:55.45, the winning time for Diaz. Second place was her teammate Quincy Wheeler at 2 minutes and 7/10 of a second. Third place then Erica Schraber at 2:01.6. Fourth place in lane 7 was Geneva Fackler, 2:01.22. But you look at all 8 times there, especially 2 through 8, there's only about 3 seconds between
even
the second through 8th place finishers in this race.
Yeah, less than a second between second, third, and fourth and fifth.
Brayfield edging out Kip for 7th place. A good race and win for Minnetonka. They take top 2 spots there. But Wayzata with 3, 4, and 5 in that race. Next up, 200-yard IM for the junior varsity. Nora Tice of Minnetonka in lane 1, Emily Harstead in lane 2, Riley Hewlett in lane 3, Erilyn Vogel in lane 4. For Wayzata, Meg Carlson in lane 5, Audrey Freeds in lane 6, Alexis Kim in lane 7, Lillian Matson in lane 8.
This is Friesen's first 200 IM of the season for Wayzata. Lane 6.
Senior for the Trojans. Right now the leader is Vogel in lane 4 for Minnetonka.
Vogel comments that she likes chicken or dino nuggets and Kids Bop.
It's got my appetite, you know.
Yeah, right.
My palate. Now you coach a lot of these girls, right? Both teams.
I work with them more on land.
Yes, yeah.
Yep, for strength training.
What's the biggest thing for swimmers when they work on strength? What do you work with them on? It depends on what races they're in?
Yeah, right now they're pretty specialized. So what we're working on is more down to the specialty. So 100 breaststrokers working on a lot of power through their legs especially, and just right now in a power phase for the sprinters.
Erin Vogel in lane 4 continues to lead. Up in lane 1, Nora Tice.
So this is Nora's favorite stroke, the breaststroke. She's got 10 years of swimming experience. We'll see her later in the 100 breaststroke.
Tice is second right now. Minnetonka 1, 2, 3, 4 in this race.
Excuse me, we will not see Nora in the breaststroke.
Vogel coming home with the lead. Race for second between Hewitt in lane 3 and Tice in lane 1. Harstead in lane 2 closing fast, and it will be Vogel winning. They go 1, 2, 3, 4. Second was Tice, followed by Hewitt and Harstead. First Wayzata finisher, Meg Carlson in lane 5. Coming in at 228.73. Audrey Friesen will be next. Lillian Matson just going to beat out Alexis Kim for 7th place. 2:18.46 the time for your winner, Erin Vogel. Look at the finish again and all the dark blue caps there. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 actually.
And from both teams, we're going to see skills in the JV swimmers that you look for in a varsity swimmer. The JV swimmers are experienced.
Our next race, the girls 200-yard IM varsity. Eleanor Petron of Minnetonka in lane 1. Maggie Rhodes of the Skippers in lane 2. Maya Kangas in lane 3. And Audrey Sotanto in lane 4. For Wayzata, Anea Kalibo in lane 5. Nora Raby in lane 6. Lydia Gengler, lane 7. Grace Poussel in lane 8. As I mentioned, both teams 3-0 in dual meets coming into tonight's meet here at Lifetime. This is the last home meet of the season for Wayzata.
Gangler in 7 is a senior at Wayzata. She's looking at studying environmental science after graduation here.
We're checking times perhaps on that last race, or just making sure we've got everybody in their proper lane here for this race. Well, what would you guess this is about, Chrissy? If they're checking with one of the timers.
Like you said, they could be checking lanes or finish order in the last, checking their watch time from the last event. So the touchpads pick up the time from the finish, but then the watch is used as a backup. So if there's a glitch or if it's a little bit off, there's a button on each of the touchpads, and each of the timers has a stopwatch that they are all used for backup. And now they compare those times. It looks like it's a timing thing, just because he brought it over to the scorer's table here.
Diving competition was held earlier. They separate out diving and swimming to try to reduce the number of people in the pool at one time. Senior Sarah Tsao of Wayzata won, 237.4 points today. Rachel Patton of Minnetonka was second, and Sasha Arney of Wayzata third in the diving earlier this afternoon. Now we're ready to go with our 200-yard IM varsity. First 25 yards, Andre Sotanto of Minnetonka. A slight lead in lane 4. Battle for second between Kalibo and Kangas. And Raby right there too for Wayzata.
So we can see some changes just with different strengths and events here. Kalibo here pulling close.
Tonto with the lead. Kalibo very close, closing the gap in lane 4. Up in lane 3 in third place, Maya Kangas.
So Kangas is a little bit injury prone here. She's fallen twice in the locker room and injured both of her elbows on separate occasions.
Yikes.
Yeah.
More danger out of the pool. So Tonto strong now and starting to pull away here. We enter the last 25 yards. Kangas just ahead of Kalibo. So Tonto, now Kangas starting to close a little bit up in lane 3. And Andre Sotanto will win it. Teammate Maya Kangas second. Linnea Kalibo of Wayzata in third. Fourth place for Wayzata, Nora Raby. And a winning time of 2 minutes, 10.99 seconds. She needed that lead that she had going into that last length, and Kangas was starting to close strong on her, but she still won it by 1.4 seconds. Kalibo, as you mentioned, in third and Raby fourth. .50 freestyle junior varsity is next. Lane 1, Minnetonka, Addie Stroh, Alexa Host in lane 2. Ellie Capeller in lane 3. Abby Forsmark in lane 4. Lane 5 for Wayzata, Emma Souza. Willa Letcher in lane 6. Manisha Asrani in lane 7. Vivi Day in lane 8.
So it's Asrani's birthday today.
Really? Well, happy birthday. 17? Do we know?
I don't.
The junior, I'm just taking a guess.
Yeah, I would guess, but.
And the winner up in lane 3 is Ellie Capeller of Minnetonka. Lane 6 was Willa Letcher of Wayzata, the senior, 27.20 her time, 26.76 the winning time for Capeller. And in lane 4, Abby Forsmark of Minnetonka finishing third. Alexa Host of the skippers coming in fourth. Always a great fun race to watch that sprint.
Yeah, that's, yep.
Well, the next one should be a really good one. Got two All-Americans swimming side by side in this one. Rachel Shellstead of Minnetonka in lane 1. Nadia Helm in lane 2. Regan Miller in lane 3. Then it's Abby Capeller in lane 4. Claire Renke in lane 5. Caitlin Close lane 6. Isla Smith lane 7. Hannah McLean in lane 8 for Wayzata. Renke and Capeller, outstanding swimmers. Capeller actually the defending state champion in this event. Capeller with a slight lead. They hit the wall at 25 yards. Second place right now is Miller. Renke is closing for second. But it's going to be Abby Capeller, defending state champion, that'll touch home first, 23.84 seconds. Miller does get second place in 24.18. Then Renke, 24.43 in third place. And in lane 2, Nadia Helm of Minnetonka, 24.6. Placing fourth. Again, a very close timed, as you would expect, in the 50, but even the eighth place time, 26.66.
Right.
Very respectable.
Well, Close wanted to be a 25 low, so she's right there. She's right at her goal.
Minnetonka taking spots 1, 2, 4, and 5. Wayzata 3, 6, 7, and 8. What a nice swim, and fun to watch that talent.
Right.
Quick to get up and down the pool and that varsity race. And like I said, that eighth place time, 26.66, would have won the JV race.
Exactly. Exactly.
So now time for our warm-up for the second half of the race. That means we will take our first break. Come back, some highlights from the varsity races that we've had so far, and then more swimming from Lifetime Fitness on CCX after this.
Who's most at risk for coronavirus? People over 65, people with underlying medical conditions like heart disease, chronic lung disease, asthma, diabetes, people undergoing cancer treatment, and people with weakened immune systems. What should you do if you or a loved one is at higher risk? Avoid close contact with people. Avoid crowds. Stay home if you can. Wash your hands frequently. Learn more ways to protect yourself and others at coronavirus.gov.
Welcome back to Lifetime Fitness in Plymouth. John Jacobson, Chrissy Melson with you. Good late conference meet between Minnetonka and Wayzata. Through 4 races, both JV and varsity. We'll look at some highlights from the first 4 varsity finishes tonight. Wayzata taking home the 200-yard medley relay. The team of Ellen Lawrence, Jenna Marquette, Claire Renke, and Kimberly Lamb. A win for Minnetonka in the 200 relay. Or freestyle rather. Addie Diaz winning in 1:55.45. Audrey Sotanto winning in 2:10.99. And the 200-yard IM. Strong race for her. Minnetonka starting to pile up the team points in this meet. And the 53. A terrific sprint. Abby Capeller in lane 4 would win this one in 23.84 seconds. We mentioned all 8 girls swimming in a faster time than the junior varsity winner, which says something about the level of competition and talent in the pool in both races.
Right. Yeah, both teams are deep and just strong. Both teams are very strong. As you mentioned at the beginning, top teams in the state.
We'll take another break. We'll come back. Our next varsity race, once the warm-ups are over, will be the 100-yard butterfly. Stay tuned for that. More swimming on CCX coming to you live on this Friday night in just a moment.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Welcome back. Lifetime Fitness. Minnetonka varsity leading Wayzata 42-36. Those scores including diving. We are underway with the girls 100-yard butterfly JV. Renee Schwantes in lane 1. Hannah Mussman lane 2. Abby Forsmark lane 3. Emily Harstead lane 4 for Minnetonka. For Wayzata, Brooke Lubenow in lane 5. Hannah Kleiman lane 6. Parker Strom lane 7. Avani Deglukar in lane 8. And a really close race so far, Chrissy.
Yeah, and this third length of this 100 fly can be tough.
Hannah Mussman, the junior, up in lane 2 right now with the lead. Emily Harstead, her teammate in lane 4, is in second. Minnetonka right now, 1, 2, 3. Moving out close, though, in 4th place. Close between Mussman and Harstead now.
So Harstead just out touching her, it looks like.
Harstead winning 102.66, 9/100ths of a second. Out of her teammate Hannah Mussman. Abby Forsmark in lane 3 finishes 3rd. In 4th, Brooke Lubenow, 105.43, ahead of her teammate Hannah Kleiman in lane 6, with a time of 107.58.
Close race here between the Minnetonka girls.
JV score through first part of the meet, Minnetonka in front 53-25. And they go 1, 2, 3 in that race. On to the varsity for the 100-yard butterfly. Regan Kitt of Minnetonka in lane 1, Eleanor Petrin in lane 2, Audrey Sotondo in lane 3, Abby Capeller in lane 4, Claire Reinke in lane 5, Grace Pucell in lane 6, and Auden in lane 7. Amelia Krigelski is in lane 8. Hundred fly state champion last year was Claire Reinke. She and Capeller neck and neck here as we approach halfway through.
Capeller, a senior, is committed to Virginia next year. We saw her win the 50 free earlier tonight.
Capeller perhaps ahead by just a few inches. They turn even. Coming home. Last 15 yards. It is a close sprint to the finish. Reinke and Capeller. Reinke with a late push is going to win. Got a little faster last lap and last split and wins at 55.84, 56.18 for the runner-up. Capeller rather, with Audrey Sotanto in lane 3 and 3rd. Boy, that was a great finish.
That was a great race.
Capeller again.
So Ranky just off the pool record. 55.71 is the pool record. She's 55.84.
Great job, and that was a fun finish to watch. Ranky and Capeller going head-to-head, and Ranky winning by about a third of a second, 55.84, 56.18 for Capeller. 100-yard freestyle. Junior varsity is our next race. Grace Lenk, lane 1. Lauren Fedor, lane 2. Lydia Molina Larson in lane 3. Erica Daniels in lane 4, all for Minnetonka. For Wayzata, lane 5, Caitlin Johnson. Greta Hauge in lane 6. Lauren Wolf in lane 7. Shani Deglukar in lane 8. Halfway through, Daniels a little bit ahead of Fedor. Minnetonka right now running 1, 2, 3, and perhaps 4 as well as Link and Molina Larson right in the mix. Caitlin Johnson ahead for Wayzata in lane 5. First of their 4 swimmers. But in lane 4 will be Erica Daniels, a freshman that will win. Lauren Fedor is second. Winning time 56.71 seconds for Daniels. Length third.
So Daniels.
Elena Larson in 4th. Excuse me. Caitlin Johnson finishing 5th. And Greta Hauge in 6th.
Daniels also a volleyball player. So I don't know what, if she plays volleyball for Minnetonka now that they're back in.
Right. You could finish out the swim season or try to do both at the same time.
And I'm not sure if she plays at the high school level, but.
100-yard varsity freestyle now. Ray Vaughn in lane 1, Tori Siegfried in lane 2, Paige Dillon in lane 3, Regan Miller in lane 4, Jenna Marquette in lane 5 for Wayzata, Kimberly Land in lane 6, Caitlin Close in lane 7, Ayla Smith in lane 8. That's Miller with the lead as we approach 50 yards. Just ahead of Marquette and Dillon. Miller swinging a strong race here.
Yeah.
Chrissy.
The rest of the field pretty close here.
Yeah, 2 through 4 is going to be very close. Miller is going to win.
Marquette pulling ahead here.
Close for second. You got out touched. Yep. Paige Dillon up in lane 3 is second. And then in third is Jenna Marquette. The waiting time 52 seconds, 52.53 seconds for Miller. And then Dillon, who finished 5/100ths of a second ahead of Marquette. In 4th place, Siegfried, Vaughn in 5th, and Land in 6th. But 8, again, very close times. Even the 8th place finisher, Smith, is only 4 seconds behind the winner. Again, speaks to the talent on these teams. Two of the best teams in all of Minnesota for girls swimming, not just this year, but for the past several years. Next up, the 500-yard freestyle for the junior varsity. Nobody in lane 1 for Minnetonka. Allie Koch in lane 2, Nora Tice in lane 3, Caitlin Lai in lane 4. For Wayzata, it's Sky Huff in lane 5, Caitlin Doyle in lane 6, Anna Harris in lane 7, and McLean in lane 8. Bill, we've talked about this race the last time we did a meet against Hopkins. Not as long as some of the club races, but it's definitely a grind mentally and physically, right?
Yep, this is the longest high school event. We go from from a sprint into the longest distance event that high school offers. After about 150 yards, so about their fourth 50, you'll see them kind of settle into a pace. Each swimmer has a counter that helps them count their lengths, they'll show them the odd lengths.
Right now, Huff of Wayzata in lane 5, Lai of Minnetonka, neck and neck through 100 yards. This early in the race, do you pay much attention to somebody that's right next to you like that, or are you just trying to get into your own groove?
Yeah, I think it's a little of both. You use them to push you, and maybe you swim harder than you had planned, or knew that you could, I should say.
Lai with a slight lead now.
So Lai here, these guys gave me a bunch of fun facts. Lai did the 200 free and skipped the last 50, so we'll see if she does this full 500 here. Good thing she has a counter.
Still close between Lai and Huff right now for first and second, and really, if you look at the rest of the pool here, close for 3 through 8, especially 3 through 7. Right now, Anna Harris down in lane 7 in third place, although Huff and Lai have clearly separated from the rest of the field so far. As they approach halfway through.
So right there, settling into that 33 mid pace for their 50s.
Information came out this week, Chrissy, on the section meets that will be held around the state for girls swimming and diving. It'll be held the week of October 19th. Be held over 2 different days. Diving held at a separate time from swimming. And timed finals format, a maximum of 4 teams at any one site. So you have a 8-team section, which most sections are, a lot of them are, 7 or 8 teams. You can only have 4 at one pool, so 4 have to be somewhere else to swim. And then you go with the times from that.
Correct.
Compare the times.
Yep. And the section meet is usually a prelim final meet, meaning everybody swims one day and then the top 16 come back for the second day. And those who swim on the second day, who swim at finals, have an opportunity to qualify for the state meet.
Maximum number of swimmers per team this year will be 22. The total number of swim competitors at any one pool then would be 88. Good race here between Sky Huff and Caitlin Lai. They have been pretty much neck and neck so far. Huff with a slight lead, but not much. Third place right now in lane 3 is Nora Tice, just ahead of Wayzata's Caitlin Doyle.
So we saw Nora earlier in the IM. She's favorite stroke is breaststroke, swimming the 500 here.
Yeah, bell lap, it is Huff of Wayzata in the lead. Trying to open up a little more of a lead here now on Caitlin Lai. We'll turn and go about 2 yards ahead. High trying to close the gap, but not going to quite get there as Huff wins. Sky Huff, the junior, ahead of Caitlin Lai. Watch the rest of the field come in third place. Right now, Nora Tice ahead of Caitlin Doyle. Tice up in lane 3, Doyle down in lane 6. And they will finish 3rd and 4th in lane 8. Hannah McLean will finish in 5th place. 4th place was Doyle, as I mentioned, the winner in 5 minutes, 28.99 seconds, is Sky Huff of Wayzata. 5:30.15, the time for the runner-up Lai.
5:28, that's a great time. Coach Miles seems really happy with that swim. I'm taking 6th from Wayzata was Harris. Harris had a goal today to be 550 in that 500, and she was right there. So that's really fun to see.
5 minutes, 50.38 seconds. Girls always have a goal for themselves. It's not always to win. You're not always going to beat some of those top swimmers in the race. But hey, if I get my best race, or I can do, get my times down and to where I was last meet, perhaps, and just you want to improve and you want to help your team the best you can.
Right. That's kind of the beauty of this sport. There's always something to aim for, either working on technique or getting faster.
.500-yard varsity now for the freestyle. Vivian Van Holland in lane 1, Erica Weeks in lane 2, Ellery Kitt lane 3, Maya Kangas in lane 4. For Wayzata, Erica Schraber in lane 5, Geneva Fackler in lane 6, Lucy Troyak in lane 7, Peyton Brayfield in lane 8. 1/8 grader, Lucy Troyak, down in lane 7. The oldest racer, Ellery Kitt, is a senior. And she has the lead, Kangas has the lead right now in lane 4. Erica Schraber of Wayzata.
So Schraber, a state qualifier for Wayzata in this event last year, a year ago.
She right now is running 2nd.
We saw Kangas earlier in the IM.
Do we have any chicken nugget fun facts?
Yeah,
this one,
you
or
wanna,
cantaloupe or anything?
Well, so they have a lot of people who like or dislike cantaloupe on the Minnetonka team, and a lot of injuries. But here's a funny one for you. Kit in lane 3. So before a race, officials raise their hand to kind of quiet the crowd and get the swimmers ready. And she was walking by an official when he raised his hand to start the heat, and she high-fived him thinking that that's what he wanted.
Oh, that's a good story.
But lots of injuries. Kangas was the one that slipped in the locker room a couple times, injured both of her elbows. Von Holland here broke a bone because she fell in the locker room. That's the only bone she's ever broke.
Kangas seems to be recovered from her elbow injury. She's leading right now as we near the halfway point of the varsity 500. Schraber still running in 2nd, and in 3rd place for Wayzata, Geneva Fackler down in lane 6.
So this is right where Schraber wants to be. She's not out of it. She's just hanging in there. You can get a little bit of a draft, so you kind of see her hanging on that lane line. You can get a little bit of a draft from the lane next to you. The lane lines do help to minimize that, but.
Fackler's in 3rd, Troyak in 4th. Weeks in lane 2 is in 5th.
So just over halfway here.
Kangas continuing to lead.
She looks just totally relaxed.
Starting to pull away a little more, Chrissy. A couple yards ahead. Last split 32.06.
Yeah, she looks like she's got more in the tank, so hopefully we'll see what Schreiber can do.
Yards to go in the 500. Maya Kangas, the junior from Minnetonka, still leading. Erica Schreiber is second, but has fallen another yard off the pace. In third is Geneva Fackler in lane 6. Close in between Troyak and Weeks for 4th place. Elak and Kangas, who has led pretty much start to finish, continuing to swim hard and open up more of a lead as we go into the final lap. Oh, she looks strong.
Yeah.
Kangas is going to win this one. Schreiber in second. Now it'll be interesting to watch the battle for 3rd place as Kangas comes home first. Schreiber is second.
It looks like Wayzata's pulling out here.
Fackler and Troyak battling for 3rd and 4th in lane 6 and 7. Fackler getting there. Oh, it looks like a dead heat between the two of them.
They tied.
They absolutely did. 5:24.76, tying for 3rd place, Geneva Fackler and Lucy Troyak. The winner in 5:15.22. Maya Kangas of Wayzata with Erica Schreiber in second. So Wayzata takes second, and then the ties for 3rd. And then in 5th place in lane 2 is Erica Weeks at 5:27.05. And again, all the swimmers fairly close. The 8th place finish at 5:33.29, not terribly far off the pace.
Although right in the middle there, those are all pretty close.
Upcoming on CCX, we head back outside for coverage of high school soccer on Tuesday night. Providence Academy boys will host St. Paul Academy in an independent Metro Athletic Conference match. And the next Thursday, Northwest Suburban Conference boys and girls soccer doubleheader, Elk River at Maple Grove. Metro West Conference boys and girls soccer on October 6th. And then high school volleyball and football returns for the fall. The matchup still be determined for our broadcast schedule, but we will certainly have volleyball October 8th and football 2 weeks from tonight. I hope it's as nice out that Friday as it is outside today. Probably not, though. I'm not counting on it. Minnetonka leading 68-58 as we head to the 200-yard freestyle relay for the JV. Minnetonka, nobody in lane 1. In lane 2 for them, Regan Kett, Sid Louie, Tori Hostetter, and Annika Albrecht. Lane 3, Paige Olson, Tegan Schwantes, Addie Stroh, and Alexa Host. Lane 4, Marty Molina Larson, Abby Forsmark, Hannah Mussman, and Grace Link. Lane 5 for Wayzata, Emily Oswald, Emma Souza, Lauren Wolf, Greta Hauge. Wayzata, lane 6, Meg Carlson, Alexis Kim, Addie Weimert, and Hannah Kleiman. Lillian Madsen, Elena Day, Sarah Streeter, and Hallie Wormer-Skirchen. In lane 7 for Wayzata, lane 8, Parker Strom, Vivi Day, Audrey Friesen, and Anna Harris. Minnetonka with the lead. They are right now 1 and 2, lanes 4 and 3.
So this is Wayzata's last home meet, like you mentioned earlier. So this could be the last home meet, right, for a lot of these seniors, including Oswald who led off the relay in lane 5, Wolf, who's in the water right now in lane 5, and Friesen in lane 8. All seniors for Wayzata.
Oh, it's tough when you get to that last meet, right? I mean, last home meet.
Right.
Minnetonka with the lead here. In lane 4, Grace Link, senior. He is the anchor. Alexa Host, her teammate up in lane 3. They are running second. Wayzata's relay in lane 5. Greta Hauge just ahead of Hannah Kleiman in lane 6. It's going to be a close finish between those two. Minnetonka goes 1-2. And then Wayzata takes third. Minnetonka up in lane 2 with anchor Annika Olbrich in 4th place. Then Wayzata in 5th with Kleiman's relay team in lane 5 at 1:54.79. The winning time, 1 minute 49.08 seconds for Molina Larson, Forsmark, Mussman, and Link.
So 3rd, 4th, and 5th, too, really close. It's fun to see some close races at the JV level.
Yeah, which you don't always see that, but certainly we have tonight, really, every single race. 200-yard freestyle relay for the varsity. Minnetonka, lane 1, Georgia Jorgensen, Linnea Schwantes, Kelly Getz, and Eleanor Petrin. Minnetonka, lane 2, Erilyn Vogel, Emily Harstead, Erica Daniels, Lauren Fedor. Lane 3, Rachel Shellstead, Quincy Wheeler, Audrey Santanto, Nadia Helm. Lane 4, Tori Siegfried, Abby Diaz, Riley Hewlett, and Abby Capeller. Wayzata lane 5, Caitlin Close, Ayla Smith, Lucy Troyak, Geneva Fackler. Lane 6, Lydia Gangler, Nora Raby, Hannah McLean, and Peyton Brayfield. Lane 7 for Wayzata, Krishna Chinnabajula leads it off, followed by Amelia Krigelski, Bridget Still, Erica Schraber, and in lane 8, Brooke Lubanow, Willa Letcher, Lily Krigelski, and Caitlin Doyle. Minnetonka with the top 2 swimmers right now, top 2 relays in lanes 4 and 3. Final swimmer in the pool. That's Capeller for Minnetonka in lane 4. Helm in lane 3 to her left. Minnetonka is going to go 1-2 here. Fackler down in lane 5. She's going to get ahead of Fedor in lane 2 to take 3rd place. And then Wayzata, Brayfield in lane 6, Schraber in lane 7, touching home for 5th and 6th place. Winning time 1 minute 39.85 seconds for Siegfried, Diaz, Hewlett, and Abby Capeller. Less than a second ahead of their teammates up in lane 3. Well, Minnetonka goes 1-2 in that race. Now to the backstroke for the junior varsity. Sid Louie in lane 1. Amadia Molina Larson in lane 2. Linnea Schwantes in lane 3. Ellie Munch in lane 4. Wayzata, Anna Isberg in lane 5. Ellie Abood in lane 6. Jillian Craig lane 7. June Nye in lane 8.
So I have some more food stuff for you.
All right, I love food stuff.
In lane 1, Sid here. This is her favorite stroke, backstroke, but she loves watermelon, so not cantaloupe. right?
All right.
And then in lane 3, Lene, she likes her Chick-fil-A and Rice Krispies.
Not together? Or?
They're separate, yeah,
okay.
but I don't know.
Like Munch really swimming strong, and
Yeah.
he's well ahead here
Yep.
in this race.
For Wayzata in lane 8, you have June. If you look at the record board, she has some aunts that hold some records.
The winner is Ellie Munch. She comes in first in a time of 101.10. And Isberg of Wayzata is second, 105.25. In third in lane 2, Melina Larson. In lane 4, Abood of Wayzata, 107.20. Well, that's about as wide of a margin as we've seen in
Right.
a race tonight.
Yep. And it's one of the shorter ones, right?
You know, won by about 4 seconds, over 4.
Usually you'd see that more in the 500, the longer distances.
Yeah. Now the varsity 100-yard backstroke. Erilyn Vogel of Minnetonka in lane 1, Maggie Rhodes in lane 2, Paige Dillon in lane 3, Addie Diaz in lane 4, Linnea Kalibo in lane 5 for Wayzata, Kimberly Land in lane 6, Ann Auden in lane 7, Ellen Lawrence in lane 8. Saw Diaz swim to a win earlier tonight. Chrissy in the 200-yard free. Now in the 100 backstroke. Paige Dillon, the freshman, in lane 3 for Minnetonka in the lead. Diaz second. Lebo third, although it's close, with Lamb right next to her.
So lane 8 here is in second.
Well, Lorenz has pulled even, and actually this is really close.
So in lane
Between
8,
the top 5.
lane 1 and lane 8 don't count toward the score. So if she were to finish second, it wouldn't.
Yeah, not
wouldn't
time,
count.
right. Dillon in lane 3 is going to win.
Ooh.
Second place in lane 5 was Kalibo. And in third was Addie Diaz in lane 4. Winning time 59.94 seconds for Paige Dillon. 0.3 of a second ahead of the runner-up Kalibo. Again, Diaz third and Land a very close fourth, 1 minute, 0.73 seconds. And then in fifth was Ellen Lawrence down in lane 8, 101.92. Our next event, the 100-yard breaststroke, junior varsity. That one up in lane 1 for Minnetonka. Lane 2, Tori Hostetter, Phoebe Evans in lane 3, Georgia Jorgensen in lane 4. Krishna Chenavajula is in lane 5 for Wayzata. Hallie Wormer-Skirchen in lane 6, Addie Weimert in lane 7, Sarah Streeter in lane 8. George Jorgensen with the lead here as we near the halfway mark.
Couple seniors for Minnetonka here. In lane 2, Hostetter, she was a synchronized swimmer for 5 years. You'll see that a lot, a crossover between a lot of the Wayzata girls I know do some synchronized swimming. And then Evans notes that she listened to August by Taylor Swift 15 times in one day.
It's going to be Georgia Jorgensen that is going to win. Phoebe Evans will be second. Krishna Chenabajula is in third place. And the winning time for Jorgensen, 1 minute, 11.47 seconds. Runner-up 1:14.53. The win for Minnetonka. They go 1-2. The runner-up, as I mentioned, Phoebe Evans coming in at 1:14.53. 90-66, the varsity team score right now as we come into the 100-yard breaststroke. For Minnetonka in lane 1, Callie Getz, Paige Olson lane 2, Riley Hewlett in lane 3, Quincy Wheeler in lane 4. For Wayzata, Jenna Marquette in lane 5, Nora Raby in lane 6, Lydia Gingler in lane 7, Bridget Stowe in lane 8.
So Marquette, senior for Wayzata, off to Purdue next year. She's a state runner-up in this event.
Marquette has the lead so far. Halfway through, makes the turn.
Wheeler in 4 for Minnetonka. This is her favorite stroke. The breaststroke, she's looking strong.
Marquette makes the turn with the lead. Wheeler coming hard. Marquette, 15 yards to go, is going to get to the finish first. Wheeler second, race for third between Raby and Hewlett. And Raby is going to get third up in lane 3. Nora Raby and Wayzata in lane 4, finishing fourth. Winning time 106.25 for Jenna Marquette.
So Marquette wanted to be under 107 today, did that easily. It's good to see.
107.20, the time for the runner-up Wheeler. The finish again, it was very close there between third and fourth, 1600ths of a second, separating Hewlett of Minnetonka and Raby of Wayzata. And again, as we mentioned a few times, the difference between first and eighth place in this race, only about 8 seconds.
Right. Well, and I mean, third through eighth are 4 seconds apart, right? If you take out the top two.
Yeah, right. One race to go for both the JV and the varsity. It's the 400-yard freestyle relay. Nobody for Minnetonka in lane 1 and lane 2 for the skippers. Regan Kitt, Tegan Schwantes, Alexa Host, and Addie Stroh. Lane 3, Nora Tice, Ellie Capeller, Sid Louie, and Allie Koch. Lane 4, Abby Forsmark, Caitlin Lai, Grace Lank, and Vivia Van Hollen. For Wayzata, lane 5, Sky Huff, Anna Isberg, Ellie Abood, and Ellen Lawrence. Lane 6, Elena Day, Jillian Craig, Alexis Kim, and Emma Souza. Lane 7, June Nye, Anna Harris, Meg Carlson, and Vivi Day. And in lane 8, Lillian Matson, Manisha Asrani, Lauren Wolf, and Audrey Friesen. Minnetonka's top 2 relays right now leading in lanes 4 and 3. On to swimmer 3 for each team. That's length for Minnetonka and lane 4.
I think we're on the second swimmer.
Excuse me. Oh, you're right. That's Caitlin Lai in lane 4 with the lead. Ellie Capeller in lane 3 on that relay in second place. Third place Minnetonka in lane 5. Anna Isberg, the senior, just ahead of Minnetonka's relay in lane 2, Tegan Schwantes. Now on to the third swimmer. It is Grace Lank of Minnetonka in lane 3. Opening up the lead, Sid Louie in lane 3. In second for that skipper's relay. And right now a race for third between the Boot of Wayzata and Host's relay up in lane 2. Lank's got a good lead for her team.
Yeah. Yeah, these last couple events, we've had more spread than we did at the beginning.
Anchor leg for Minnetonka in lane 4, Vivian Van Holland. A comfortable lead. Allie Koch in lane 3 is in second. And Minnetonka in lane 2 with anchor Addie Stroh is ahead of Wayzata's top team, Emma Souza, and Ellen Lawrence in lane 5, leading for the Trojans. Again, they're right now in fourth place. Minnetonka at this point 1, 2, and 3. And Holland, one turn to go. She will swim to the wind, so it's 4's mark. Lyon, Link, and Van Holland winning. And their time, 4 minutes, 13 seconds. Minnetonka second. And Wayzata gets third. Winning time 4 minutes, 13 seconds. Second place team of Tice, Ellie Capeller, Louie, and Koch, 4:05.01. And then third place, the Wayzata team of Huff, Isberg, Aboud, and Lawrence, 4:11.96. 0.2 of a second ahead of the fourth place relay of Kip, Schwantes, Host, and Stroh for Minnetonka in lane 2. Our final event of the night, 400-yard freestyle relay for the varsity. Minnetonka, lane 1, Erilyn Vogel, Hannah Mussman, Madi Molina Larson, Lauren Fedor. Lane 2, Maggie Rhodes, Erica Weeks, Ellery Kitt, and Erica Daniels. Lane 3, Nadia Helm, Rachel Shellstead, Regan Miller, and Paige Dillon. Lane 4, Ray Vaughn, Abby Capeller, Tori Siegfried, and Addie Diaz. And lane 5 for Wayzata, Kimberly Land, Lucy Troyak, Jenna Marquette, and Claire Renke. Lane 6, Caitlin Close, Linnea Kalebo, Peyton Brayfield, and Geneva Fackler. Lane 7, Amelia Kregelski, Hannah McLean, Grace Pucell, and Bridget Stowe. And in lane 8, Willa Letcher, Lily Kregelski, Emily Oswald, and Erica Schraber. In lane 3 right now, it's Helm for Minnetonka ahead. Vaughn down in lane 4 for the skippers. Land leading this first.
So Helm she's a great athlete, a sprinter. She has attempted soccer, but been very unsuccessful.
On to swimmer 2 in Minnetonka's lane 3 relay. Now Rachel Shellstead in the pool. Abby Capeller next to her in lane 4. Wayzata in lane 5. Lucy Troyak, the 8th grader, right now in 3rd, although closing on her, Linnea Calibo in lane 6 for the Trojans. Capeller starting to close now. Chrissy in lane 4 and going to take a slight lead, it looks like, into the 3rd swimmer.
We've seen Capeller a few times tonight. She's off to Virginia next year to swim. But it looks like potentially Minnetonka split their 1-2 relays here to hopefully secure a 1-2 finish.
Siegfried in lane 4 is the 3rd swimmer. Regan Miller closing on her for 2nd place. Marquette for Wayzata in lane 5 in 3rd. Brayfield for Wayzata in lane 6 right now in 4th place. Miller starting to open up a little bit of the lead now for the Skippers. They'll take a healthy lead into their final swimmer. Paige Dillon in lane 3. Addie Diaz is the anchor in lane 4. Claire Renke for Wayzata in lane 5. Geneva Fackler in lane 6. They're 1, 2, 3, 4 right now, but it's Daniels with a good lead in lane 3. Daniels, it's Dillon rather ahead. Diaz in 2nd.
So Renke had the fastest split on that first 50 there at a 25.4. But it's going to take more than that, obviously,
too
to close
much
that
ground
gap.
to make up here.
Yep.
It's Paige Dillon for Minnetonka touching home first. Addie Diaz in lane 4, 2nd. Claire Renke in lane 5 is 3rd. Anchor Geneva Fackler in lane 6 is 4th. Minnetonka will get 5th and 6th place as well. Daniels up in lane 2. The anchor for Wayzata, or for Minnetonka, to secure that 5th place finish. And a good race by Minnetonka. The top 2 teams both coming in under 340. 336.57 in lane 3, 338.53 in lane 4. Wayzata, as I mentioned, coming in 3rd. Their top relay 342.87. Well, we got a chance to see tonight how really good this Minnetonka team is and how much talent there is on both of these teams.
Right.
Really.
Yeah, both teams extremely talented. I think, as much as we laugh about the cantaloupe and the fun facts, it just shows that while they're extremely talented, they're real people. They have a lot of fun with each other, and it's good to see.
Yeah, and I'm talking to coaches before the season. They were, this isn't the regular season you'd normally have for practices, and meets are different. No fans are here. We're happy we can bring the meets tonight to parents and fans of both of these teams. But everybody, to a person, said, we're just happy to have a season, right?
Right.
And it's different,
and they're making the
is.
most of it, right? Having fun. And swimming great. We saw some, people were just off the pool records and some great swims, which is fun to see.
Minnetonka wins tonight's meet, 110-76. Again, a couple more dual meets left for these teams after tonight, and then we'll have the sections I mentioned coming up the week of October 19th. So you've got some time to kind of get your swim game into form, so to speak.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it will be. I don't think they've announced if that section meet leads to another championship meet after that, if that's a qualifier for something. So I think that's to be determined. So yeah, they'll bring their A game to that meet.
We hope you've enjoyed our coverage tonight of high school swimming. For Chrissy Melson and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Thanks for tuning in. Minnetonka Wayzata girls swimming. Our final score for the varsity, the Skippers win it over the Trojans 110-76.